Nigerians continue to decry scarcity of fuel. A pleasant evening to you. Welcome to Nta Ibadan News at 7. I am Charity Agu. Thank you for joining us. On our first story tonight, realizing the true demographic status of Nigeria and the country's actual population require active participation in housing census, Oluseyi Adeagbo reports that these dominated discussions at the National Population Commission Stakeholders Summit on the 2023 census to strengthen advocacy of the head count project across the country.
After flagged off of a National Stakeholders Summit on the 2023 Population and Housing Census by President Muhammadu Buhari, the National Population Commission, the agency driving the census project, saw the need to take the sensitization to all states of the Federation, and Benue State is the host of the last advocacy program.
We are happy to announce that the summits have been highly successful. We have had the buy-in of major stakeholders, and many of them have now become our ambassadors.
For Benue State Governor Samuel Otom, President Muhammadu Buhari should be commended over his determination to conduct credible census after 17 years, promising total support of his state towards achieving a hitch-free exercise.
Security problems, paucity of funds, economic problems, and several other challenges that have bedeviled this country today. So it's not easy, but for Mr. President to have remembered that there is need for this exercise to be taking place. Two major exercises in 1 year, election in 2023 and Population Commission. The President must be commended on this.
The level of preparation is high. The process is digitalized, and we are in for accurate census.
We get to the main census and make sure we count Nigerians rightly, and we count every Nigerian once. There's no room for, double counting.
The NPC is also using the summit to enlighten Nigerians on this series of pre-census activities such as remuneration area demarcation, EAD exercise, the trial census, and other successful census preparations. Oluseyi Adeagbo, Nta.
Meanwhile, the state government has alerted residents on the increasing cases of Lassa fever in parts of the state, having recorded about 100 cases in the past. The State Commissioner for Information and Orientation, Bamidele Olateju, at a media briefing after the Executive Council meeting, urged women to be more hygienic in the processing of foodstuffs like yam and cassava flour. Doris Olumoko reports.
Lassa fever has been a recurring incident in Ondo State. The state government is, however, worried about the increasing cases, particularly at Owo and Ose local government areas described as flashpoints. The State Executive Council, at the media briefing after the council meeting, advised people to be more circumspect in the processing of foodstuffs such as gari, yam, and cassava flour, ensuring they are carried out in an hygienic environment, devoid of contamination through rats, urine, or feces.
So the council decided that we should encourage our people to be more circumspect in their handling of foodstuffs, especially dry foodstuffs like gari, yam flour, cassava flour that they process. When you buy these things, or those people who process this, process gari, process yam flour, cassava flour, they should handle it with better care. They shouldn't spread it in places where rats will defecate or urinate on those things, thereby spreading the Lassa virus.
The council also warned against the new strain of deadly flu, diphtheria, found in China, which is reported to have put some Nigerians in critical condition in China. In Akure, Doris Olumoko, Nta News.
Traders at the Gbagi International Market in Ibadan, Oyo State capital, have been assured of conducive environment for their businesses to thrive. The State Commissioner for Trade, Commerce and Investment, Bayo Lawal, gave the assurance while receiving executives of the markets in his office Omoke Ndibari has details.
Discussing the plight of traders at the market, the State Commissioner for Trade and Investment, Bayo Lawal, pledged government's commitment to making sure their businesses are secured under the present administration. The Babaloja of the market called on all to accept the present administration's plea and go about their usual businesses without fear.
Government of peace, we are government of the people, we are committed to their welfare, therefore we can never do anything that will add sorrow to their efforts.
They promise us that nothing will disturb our members to do their businesses.
The market executives urged the Oyo State government to provide them with what they had earlier sought from the state so as to have a clean and serene market environment.
We are very comfortable because this government is our government. Especially saying market has done well, even concerning the traders in Oyo State. We want it to continue. What the commissioner told us, we are well pleased that they will not do anything without our knowledge.
We are very grateful. As commissioner tell us everything about it. So there is no we can do again. The market will pray to Seima Kende.
Oyo State being one of the business hub of West Africa, so is Gbagi International Market known for all kinds of human outfits. Nta Ibadan, Omoke Ndibari, NTA News.
You're watching the news at 7 on NTA Ibadan Network Center. We now pause for a break. More reports after.
Hey, Iskilu, báwo la ti fẹ́ sanwó ni? Farabalẹ̀. 1,000. We go wash plate tire o. Farabalẹ̀ now.
Madam, èló lówó wa?
Brother, na 3,005.
Màá fún yín ní owó pé káàdì Glo ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀rún 10,000.
Oh yeah.
Bring your phone.
Ha! 10,000.
10,000 people now. Wow. 1,000 naira credit. Now you turn to 10,000.
No. All of us don't know about Glo Berekete. Ní ìlọ́po mẹ́wàá nísìnyí.
Ṣé o ti gbọ́ ìlọ́po?
Welcome back. It's good to know you're still there. Let's move on. Social economic activities in many brother communities in Baruten local government area of Kwara State are at a stand due to the scarcity of the redesigned new Naira notes. Some residents and business owners say popular international markets within Baruten are witnessing low patronage as the affected old Naira notes are no longer accepted as legal tender. Baruten local government is an agrarian community whose residents are predominantly peasants farmers.
Me and your father, ma. So this money where you talk about now, it's true. Even like this, I go buy fuel. They say if I not get new note, you know go sell fuel. Even they carry 4 million come for this town, you know go reach. So the new note where they you know pass 2,000 naira. So that cannot solve our problem for year. They are suffering.
You know, everything is in the hand of the government. But but at the first, the old Naira note is not going to be the legal tender in the country. So if the new Naira note is not available by 31st, then it means the economy completely will shut down.
We are farmers. Then our goods that we are selling, most of the people that are buying the goods from our hands, when they bring the old notes, we that we have the goods, we do not used to collect it. We normally tell them that we need new note.
No day, sir.
The new note, no day here.
Day.
We are seriously experiencing scarcity of the new Naira note because we don't have banks. The new ones are not available and they are rejecting the old Naira notes.
Talking fuel scarcity, Nigerians have continued to lament the hardship caused by the scarcity of petroleum products across the country as businesses and households that depend on generators for power supply groan in darkness. Grace Anyolike went around the metropolis and brought back the situation report.
Adewale James, a barber who solely relies on petrol for his generating set due to the epileptic power supply, said the present cost of petrol has impacted his business negatively.
It's affecting our business because we are cutting 500 before and now we are trying to increase the amount to 700. But people doesn't understand.
Meanwhile, motorists across the metropolis are also having a hard time getting petroleum product, just as commuters continue to lament the ripple effect of the scarcity, resulting in skyrocketed transport fares. Many filling stations were shut, while others that are dispensing the product were besieged by motorcyclists, tricycle owners, as well as private and commercial vehicles, leading to uproar in the vicinity.
If I want to get fuel, I will have to dedicate a whole day, so I won't be able to walk. For instance, now I've been here, it's over 6 hours. Then we are carrying 100 naira before. Passengers are refusing to actually pay the sum of 150 naira.
I've been to many filling stations today. That the queue, I couldn't stand the queue. I've seen 200, 250. The problem is just to get the fuel. The pressure is being much on the citizen, and we don't know when this will end.
The premium motor spirit, popularly known as petrol, is selling at the moment within the metropolis between the range of 190 naira and 295 naira. In Ibadan, Grace Ayonleke, NTA News.
On a sad note, death has occurred of Abdullahi Moshood Ajokideru, the chief imam of Oyo town, at the early hours of today after a brief illness. The later chief imam was a renowned Islamic scholar and former veteran broadcaster of Radio Egypt. Alhaji Ajokideru, aged 76, was survived by wives, children and grandchildren. Late Ajokideru was conferred with the chief imam title by late Alafin Obalamidi Adeyemi III over 20 years ago. His remains will be interred later today in line with Islamic injunction in Oyo town. Oyo State Governor Shein Makinde, however, expressed his sadness over the demise of the chief imam of Oyo town, Sheikh Abdulganiyu Adebayo Ajokideru III, saying that the death was a huge loss to the people of Oyo State. And that's it on NTA News tonight. Thanks for being part of it. Up next is Iroyin with Yemisi Ajagun. Have a good night rest.
Tí a bá wo dídùn ìfọ̀n, a họra dé egun. Àmọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àròjinlẹ̀. Ká rántí ọjọ́ sí ìpàdánù ogunlọ́gọ̀ àwọn ẹ̀mí ó kó bá ọjọ́ àná wa. Ó ń kó bá wa lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Ó sì tún ń ṣẹ̀rù bà ọjọ́ ọ̀la wa. Àbí bí gbogbo ẹ̀ bá wá dojúrú, orílẹ̀-èdè wo la fẹ́ fi sílẹ̀ fún àwọn ọmọ wọ̀nyí? Àlàáfíà, ìṣọ̀kan àti ìfẹ́ ló gbọ́dọ̀ máa jọba lọ́kàn àyà gbogbo wa. A ní láti ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn tó pọ̀ fún àwọn ológun wa kí wọ́n lè ṣe iṣẹ́ wọn dójú àmì.
Gbèmádé Hotel and Suites òtítọ́ ní ilé ìtura ọ̀nlẹ̀ yìí, ilé ìtura táwọn ẹgbẹ́ ń wárí fún pẹ̀lú àwọn yàrá tí ọyẹ́ ń kúrìrì nínú ẹ̀ tó ń tí àwọn ọ̀bùsùn tí kì í mú kára ròyìn gbogbo tó ń lọ lágbàáyé lẹ́ ó máa rí wò nínú yàrá kọ̀ọ̀kan bá a pẹ̀lú rẹ́sítọ́ráǹtì wọn báwo lẹ̀yin ṣe fẹ́ sí ààyè ìgbọ́kọ̀sí tó tẹ́jú pẹ̀lú ààbò tó péye fún ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ ṣayẹyẹ gbọ̀ngàn gbàlódé tó gba omi lẹ́ngbẹ́ ènìyàn pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹ̀rọ amúlétutù standby generating set lọ́gọ́tì náà bàbá lọ lówó kalẹ̀ ẹ̀rọ amúnáwá àwọn yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ tàbí èyí ń dé sílùú Ìbàdàn ilé ìtura yẹn ni kẹ́ ẹ máa lọ Gbèmádé Hotel and Suites tó kalẹ̀ sí Gbèmádé opposite Leyland Ìyálóde area Ìyànà Church Ìbàdàn Ọ̀yọ́ State Nigeria. Gbèmàdé hotel and suite ìsinmi dára ó gbọ́dọ̀ ní àkókò ìgbádùn.
For saying.
tí ó gbọ́ ẹ̀dùn ọkàn àwọn ọlọ́jà nínú ọjà Gbági, alákòóso fún ọ̀rọ̀ ètò ìdókòwò àti ọ̀rọ̀ ètò ìṣèyá ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́, Báyọ̀ Lawal lo àkókò náà láti yọ àwọn ọlọ́jà yìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó sọ pé ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ò ní tètè láti mú kí ayé ó dẹrùn fún àwọn òǹtajà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́, pàápàá jùlọ àwọn tí wọ́n ń tajà ní inú ọjà Gbági.
tẹ̀ tí kú omi tẹ́ni ti gba gbogbo ẹ̀kẹ́ wọn torí ìjọba Ṣèyí Mákindé nǹkan tó wà fún nìyẹn kó má bàjẹ́ kó dáa fún gbogbo àwọn èèyàn.
amójú ajakada àtàwọn ọlọ́jà àti kọmíṣánná àti jókòó àti sọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀ wọ́n sì fi alẹ́ mi balẹ̀ pé ìyà kankan ò ní jọ lọ́jà wa.
àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ ọlọ́jà nínú ọjà Gbági èyí tí wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n ti gbé onírúurú ẹ̀dùn ọkàn wọn ká wájú ìjọba wá lo àkókò náà láti pe ìjọba lẹ́lẹ́kàǹkà láti ojú wò wọ́n láti lè ní àyíká èyí tí ó rẹwà àti inú ọjà èyí tí ó dára láti tajà.
Jèjì kan nú ọjà wa tí wọ́n pera wọn ní dìvẹ́lọ́pà tí wọ́n wọn àwọn àyè kan nínú ṣọ́ọ̀bù tí àwọn akẹgbẹ́ wa ti ń tajà wọn. èyí ló mẹ́rù bà wá lápá.
ọkàn gbogbo wọn dẹ̀ ti balẹ̀ fún tí kọmíṣánná bá wa sọ.
wọ́n dùn wá nínú kòǹbì lónìí tọ́rọ́tọ̀ ní tàbádé àṣìrẹ́rìn ayọ̀kún.
ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí wọ́n ti ṣe mọ̀ bí ìpínlẹ̀ èyí tí ó gbajúgbajà ní ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ èyí tí ọjà Gbági wà nínú rẹ̀ tí kò gbẹ́yìn ní ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ ni àwọn ènìyàn mọ̀ jákèjádò orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà àti ní ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ fún rírà àti títà àwọn ohun ẹ̀ṣọ́ ara. Ọmọkẹ́hìndé Ìgbárí ló ti ń jábọ̀ ìròyìn tí iléeṣẹ́ móhùnmáwòrán ìjọba àpapọ̀.
Ní báyìí náà ọrọ̀ ajé ló ti dúró wámú ní ọ̀pọ̀ ẹnu ìloro níjọba ìbílẹ̀ Bárọ́tì ní Kwara látàrí ọ̀wọ́n gógó owó tuntun èyí tí wọn ò rí gbà. Ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn tí wọ́n ń gbé ní agbègbè yìí ni wọ́n ní àwọn ò rí oníbàárà láti wá bá àwọn rajà tí àwọn ò sì rówó ná, bó ṣe jẹ́ wípé owó àtijọ́ yìí ni àwọn tí wọ́n ń tajà kọ̀ láti gbà ní ọwọ́ àwọn tí ò sì sí ohun tí àwọn máa ṣe sí. Ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ yìí ni wọ́n mọ̀ tó jẹ́ pé ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn tó ń gbé bẹ̀ iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ni wọ́n mú lọ́kùnkúndùn tí wọ́n sì rawọ́ sí ìjọba láti wá nǹkan ṣe kí ó pèsè àyè fún àwọn láti rí pé àwọn ò rí owó tuntun yìí tí àwọn yóò fi máa rí ná tí wọ́n á sì fi máa rí fi rajà ní agbègbè náà. Àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ti ń sọ ẹ̀dùn ọkàn wọn lórí ọ̀wọ́n gógó epo pẹtiró tó gbalẹ̀ kan. Wọn ò ṣàìsọ ipa rẹ̀ lórí ìgbé ayé wọn àti okòwò wọn. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Grace Ayọ̀lékè lọ káàkiri ìgboro ìlú Ìbàdàn láti fojú gan ní bójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí lórí ọ̀wọ́n gógó epo pẹtiró èyí tó wà lóde báyìí. Abọ́ ìròyìn èyí tó mú bọ̀ rèé. Adéwálé James tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí gẹrungẹrun ni ó jẹ́ wípé ó gbọ́kànlé ẹ̀rọ amúnáwá rẹ̀ láti máa ṣiṣẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n tí kò sí epo pẹntiró pàápàá bó ṣe jẹ́ wípé iná ọba ń ṣe mọ́nà. Ó ṣàlàyé ìpalára tí ọ̀wọ́n gógó epo pẹntiró ní lórí iṣẹ́ òòjọ́ rẹ̀.
À ń gẹrun ní 500 tẹ́lẹ̀ but now sì à ń try láti increase sí 700 but àwọn èèyàn wọ́n fẹ́ compile pé ó yá epo tí wọ́n something like that and ó dẹ̀ terrible gan. Even ilé epo tá a ti ń ra epo wọn gba keg generator la gbé sórí.
Bákan náà àwọn awakọ̀ káàkiri ìlú Ìbàdàn kò ṣàì má fojú winá ìpalára èyí tí epo pẹntiró ń dá sílẹ̀ bí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe àròyé pàápàá jùlọ bí owó ọkọ̀ ṣe gbówó lórí. Ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn ilé epo ló wà ní títìpa tí èrò sì kún níbẹ̀ fọnfọn èyí tí ó jẹ́ kí fàákájà kó máa wà láàrin àwọn tó fẹ́ ra epo ọ̀hún.
Ẹlòmíì ti kó láti bìsibí darí lónìí ó ti lé wákàtí mẹ́fà tí mo ti wà ń bì kejì ẹ̀ tí kàn mí mọ́rúwá tí mo gbà tí mo sanwó ẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ ṣé máa lè sanwó ẹ̀ lónìí.
Ilé máa jẹ́ bóyá bí nọ́mbà 4 cause mo ti lọ NNPC káṣà ríra là ń bá kiri.
Ní báyìí ná epo pẹntiró káàkiri ìlú Ìbàdàn ni wọ́n ń ta lítà kan rẹ̀ ní $50 sí $15. Ìmáàmù àgbà fún ìlú Ọ̀yọ́ Alhaji Abdulganiyu Moshood Ajokidoro ti jẹ́ Ọlọ́run nípè lẹ́yìn àìsàn ráńpẹ́. Ìmáàmù náà ló kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ gboyè nínú ìmọ̀ Lárúbáwá tó sì ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú rédíò orílẹ̀-èdè Egypt. Níbi 20 ọdún sẹ́yìn ní Aláàfin àná Ọba Lámídì Ọláyíwọlá Adéyẹmí kẹta fi joyè. Ó fi ọmọ aya àti ọmọ ọmọ sáyé lọ. Ní báyìí gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ Gómìnà Ṣèyí Mákindé ti kẹ́dùn pẹ̀lú àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí ìmáàmù náà tó sì tún kí gbogbo àwọn ará ìlú Ọ̀yọ́ kú ara fẹ́ra kù. Òkú ìmáàmù náà ni wọ́n ti gbé wọ káàlẹ̀ ní ìrọ̀lẹ́ òní. Àríjù báyìí lọ lórí ìròyìn wa fún àṣálẹ́ yìí. Orun rẹ̀ lásùn ó dàárọ̀.
Nta Ibadan, first in Africa.